Crap Guide to Final Fantasy XIV by JoCat. Let's give it a watch.
Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of being counted on to do complex tasks that involve more than it takes to eat a bowl of mushy cereal. In fact, I don't even feel motivated
Actually,
to
I eat so much oatmeal, it's insane.
Allies need of me. I'm just gonna sit all the way over here, enjoying my lucky charms. Alone. And if things go wrong, I'll have to rely on the ever-reliable American method. I already see absolutely no negative consequences. Welcome to a crap guide to Final Fantasy.
That's what I like to see. Wait, you have to unlock the firearms? That's unconstitutional.
I'm sick of having to dodge so many up-close AoEs. The boss keeps doing them, and I have to keep moving away to avoid getting splatted. And then I have to resort to the equivalent of throwing marshmallows that will scratch the enemy as hard as a massage therapist with germophobia.
They're not that bad. They're not that bad.
Trying to beat them into submission, not soften their tenders. What's that I hear you say? There's an option to give me the ability to do max deeps even when I'm disconnected from the boss like an internet provider out in the country.
True, but you do less damage, right? I mean, ranged DPS does less damage than the melee typically, unless you're playing Black Mage, but that's a magic guy.
Of course there is. I was just getting to it, and I'll thank you not to interrupt me again. The physical range DPS, or just range for short. Physically throwing my spleen into the splattering range of the near semi for long is the more mobile and forgiving cousin of the melee. And
you know, I want to go back to this. I don't like how Bard comes from Archer, because I get it that Bard uses the bow, but I wish just Archer and Bard, in my opinion, should be two different things. And I love how Lost Ark did Bard. I think that Bard, really good. French Kiss, so good, masterpiece. I think the problem with Bard coming from Archer is that, when I play an Archer, I want to be like a Ranger. I want to be like a Legolas. I want to be like a Legolas character, not like some kind of Hobbit playing my songs. And it's still cool. It's not like I dislike it. I like Bard. It's just not what I'm thinking when I play an Archer, you know?
Spleen into the splattering range of the near semi for long is the more mobile and forgiving cousin of the melee, and is the most important person in the party, since you are the least likely to get a commission in the end. And we thank you for providing such a valiant service, as there always needs to be someone in last place. Your role is all about keeping your uptime going, and although yes, every other role is also about trying to do that, you have absolutely no excuse for messing up. The gimmick of the range DPS is that you don't have to worry about.
You have to be the most focused, I guess, because you gotta be looking around, dodging the stuff, so you don't gotta worry about
or cast times and can run around the arena like an indecisive artist in a Hobby Lobby. You get to stay at a safe distance, and if there's ever a pissy puddle underneath your feet, moving out of the way won't risk you doing suboptimal damage. So what's the catch? Nobody gets off scot-free in this game, as all roles have their stomps and stinks. Tanks have the responsibility of dancing with the boss. Healers have to share gear models with the magic DPS that have been dyed white, and you will have to suffer the nail-pulling.
I hate that because a lot of the white mage gear just does not look as good
Healers have to share gear models with the magic DPS.
As the caster ones, hold on. Yeah, dude, I don't like. I've never liked red and white. I think red and white, for whatever reason, I've just always disliked that color combination. I don't know. I mean, it makes sense because medical, you're like a medical person. The Red Cross, they're medical, right? Wait, maybe they're not. Anyways.
White, and you will have to suffer the nail-pulling drawback known as the range tax. To balance for the fact that you have nearly no limitations on your mobility, your damage will be, on average, slightly less than both the melee and magic DPS jobs. And hell, sometimes even some tanks with their openers that'll put down bosses faster than PETA when they find a stray. The range tax, although real, will make a tiny droplet of difference in the grand scheme of things, and if you pick a range job...
Hey, what's up, Neela?
And feel as though you're being outdone by your peers, odds are you were probably doing badly anyway, and the reason you have trouble jumping over that hurdle was just because your toes were too big and floppy that you would have tripped over every single one so badly anyway. Discovery Channel would decide to make a show about whether or not you're real. Let me summarize.
Dude, it's kind of true. Even when we were doing Savage Raids, we had to make sure our group was balanced. We had too many ranged people. It's hey, someone's got to switch. We need more melee people because we gotta be dealing more damage. We need more melee. We need to balance out the group, you know? Gotta have an optimal group.
If you do bad, it's a skill issue. Nevertheless, the same rules as any role applies in the fact that you should stay out of the piss puddles wherever possible. Even more so, considering you're wearing Heelys and by all rights should be able to avoid any and every possible puddle and be the nicest smelling at the party. Which is important because the healers only have so much nasal tolerance. Lucky for you, each range also has a bottle of perfume to spray that will at least mask the piss smell a bit. The final shared utility in the belt of the Black Man is the Limit Break, which although does not do as much single target damage as the melee, has the benefit of being able to hit multiple targets in a line like a...
So you can hit multiple targets, but also you can miss. I absolutely love watching the range DPS miss their LBs. I actually live for it. I'm like, every time we're in a raid and I see a range DPS dude, I'm like, hey, here we go. Can't wait to watch this miss.
Really violent high-five surfer. The range roster is a trio of performers, each one skilled in a different charismatic art, and each one a different flavor of
Wait, gun? Gun?
The trio of performers, each one skilled.
Song, dance, gun. That's pretty funny. I like the high def deagle looking thing here.
Different charismatic art, and each one a different flavor of slutty. First is the bard, where your bow is your harp. Also, your harp is your harp, because with this job, you get a bunch of instruments you can play, including these obnoxiously loud drums. You are one of the few jobs...
Dude, I love just playing Ram Ranch with people. I did a video about that. It was me going around to people, and if they guessed the songs I was playing, they would win like 10,000 gil. What are the songs I did? I did like 3 Blind Mice, I did Hot Cross Buns. I did some other song, and then I did Ram Ranch. And I was like, dang, dude, that was great. I'd actually play it for them. Yeah, dude, I played Creed, exactly. I was playing Creed, dude.
The endangered species known as the damage over time skill, and your main attack involves firing a single arrow repeatedly until a bigger, cooler arrow gets jealous and sometimes asks to be fired too. But not all the time, because it's not like it likes to be shot or anything. You also have a bunch of songs to play that will make everyone in the party hear a remix of their opening theme. And everybody knows when the opening kicks on, you deal more damage. Because you're the one playing them, you also get your own special benefits, you filthy, dirty performer, you. A song that sometimes lets you shoot more arrows when it feels like giving you some, a song that makes you shoot faster, and a song that lets you shoot more arrows when it feels like giving you some. But a little bit different. All this arpeggios to a crescendo into a grand finale where you fire a big ol' arrow. And if you've played all your songs,
you gotta have those big arrows,
face roll your piano and startle your party into doing even more damage. I said hit harder! No,
it's kind of cool because it is like a support class in a way. And I always think playing support is kind of interesting, you know? Give them all some big buffs. Let them do some more damage.
On to those notes there.
Some Creed.
For the Machinist's main attack, it uses a gun. The most selfish of the ranged classes, where the name of the game is...
Not only do you have a gun, but you have a flamethrower, and you have like some kind of like mech dude that you can summon. Wait, let's go back to this.
Machinist's main attack, it uses a gun. The most selfish of the ranged classes, where the name of the game is... And the name is labeled on a box called Your Doom being shipped to the enemy at terminal velocity.
Dude,
what you sacrifice in party buffs you make up for in big... Having 3 giant bullets and a bunch of smaller, higher frequency bullets. Doing your normal 1, 2, 3 will get your gun very hot.
The only wish... So the thing is... Hey, Dave the Diver. Welcome in. I wish the Machinist had... Like, I wish their... what do you call it? Their LB. I wish it was a nuke or like a carpet bomb. I want to just launch a nuke at the enemy. Just everyone dies. Your allies die. The enemy dies. Everyone dies except for you. Okay, maybe that's a stupid idea. However, the nuke idea, that's still cool. You could just launch a nuke.
Hot and bothered until it's riled up enough to rapid fire its red hot goodness. And if you make sure to toss your special toy into the mix, it can end in an explosive finish. Keep up that momentum, and eventually you can even invite your queen to join in the fun. Hey, I hear she's got multiple frequency settings. All this might make you feel like you're not contributing as much, but no need to be nervous. Lucky for you, this job comes with extra protection. But you are not some simpleton who can be won over by some flashy lights and pretty songs. You want passion, romance, a partner who can live up to your standards. The dancer goes buffing the entire party or focusing on doing its own damage. And
there's no bigger honor than when a dancer makes you their dance partner. If they make you your dance partner, I mean, if they make you their dance partner, dude, they're like, wow, dude, this gamer is so cool.
Instead picks one party member, one extra special, extra spicy, extra sexy partner in crime to give us super buff in damage in the form of 2 extra flashy minigames of Simon Says. And then you do a little bit of blending and sending the bodies flying their dying to birdies that give them birdies. And afterwards, it's just a matter of praying to RNGesus to bless your twinkle toes, because from there it's all coin flips all the time. Your rotation is a 1 and a 2 that can coin flip into a 3 and a 4. And both of those can coin flip into either a single target or AoE 5, which itself is a coin flip into a possible 6. And once you're in rhythm, your spin knees will kill them that dance in the wind like that million ribbons and kicking and flipping their carrions into your allies so they can annihilate all that's left. Yay, now they're dead. And now you know how to play ranged. You're welcome.
Oh, heck yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. That sounds great.